Hey, well, we're going to be going on to a search and destroy cargo next. This is, of course, the first game that I've casted, and along with yourself, of course, Phil. Search and destroy, we've actually just watched the search and destroy cargo between two of the lower ranked teams taking part in this tournament. It was really interesting to actually see this played at LAN once again. And I don't know what you're going to expect from TEC UK and TEC Sweden for this, because we've seen them fairly evenly matched on the hard point. You've played alongside Moose, who plays for TEC UK, and Beta as well. You know the players quite well. De Sui obviously defeating you in Cologne in the qualifiers for LA. How do you see this one panning out?
I think it could go either way. I mean, as you say, I've played against a lot of these players, and it's hard to say because Search and Destroy, as it's gone down to this kind of this 6 rounds instead of 4 rounds, people have realised that you can't do the same thing over and over again. You've got to switch things up, and you can't be too predictable, which I think all the teams here have kind of taken on board. But one thing within the new Black Ops 2, obviously, is you'll see a lot of snipers, you'll see a lot of dual band scopes, which is interesting. The use of cold-blooded smoke, which kind of gets my attention a little bit more. It makes it a little bit more interesting. But I did see, I think it was Martz. I do remember Martz went absolutely huge on Raid Search and Destroy with the sniper rifle against Farico Dragons. I think he dropped 13 kills, and I'm hoping he does exactly the same. I think I want to jump on board with Martz straight away.
We will. We'll start off watching him, and it's quite interesting. You raised a good point there. Smoke grenades, more than any other Call of Duty, you know, as long as I've been involved in the competitive scene, seem to be utilised in Black Ops 2. What seems to be a strategy is the smoke grenade gets thrown, the DSR with the dual band comes out, and if they've not got cold-blooded, then they're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things to use and to counter it. It's kind of some things you can use: a sniper, a scope, a smoke, and cold-blooded. 3 things. And with the other person using one cold-blooded, that can be it. That can be it. Kind of be a waste. But there's so many things, and that what makes it so interesting, because you'll see, you know, some of the players obviously that quick SMG rushing ability with cold-blooded maybe, or you'll see those ones who sit back, take it slow with their flak jacket, use a bit of FMJ. You know, maps like this with FMJ as well, with barrels and rooms and stuff like that you can shoot through. It's really interesting, and I can't wait to obviously get involved.
Well, talking about score streaks, obviously when we were watching that game before, you actually gave one of the guys a nudge on the shoulder regarding the airstrike, because there is a very, very clever trick, which I'm sure a lot of you guys watching the stream are aware of. If you just want to explain that to us. Yeah,
I was watching one of the, I wouldn't say AM teams, or I think it was one of their first events actually. Yeah. But they got this guy done really well. He got a lightning strike, I think it was. I'm trying to remember his name, but anyway. But he got a lightning strike and Search and Destroy in about the 2nd round. I was nudging my brother. I was like, this guy's won it now with this lightning strike. It's ridiculous on Search and Destroy. And he was going, and it looked like he was going to use it on this 2nd round. I was like, oh, he can't do that. Surely this isn't right. But he did put it away. And what it is if you pop it open every round, you get one pop every round. You can see exactly where the team are. Nothing like cold-blooded, nothing like that will hide them. So you can see every single player, where they are, and you can call them out to your team. And, you know, if you see 3 edge into A, you know, you can flank to B. If you see a few in the middle, you can pick them off. And it can be really used to your advantage, almost like a UAV in a way.
And the great thing about it is, of course, you get it every round. So
and they don't know when you're using it.
They don't know when you're using it. So if you get, you know, the lightning strike on Search and Destroy, then things are looking really good for you. I mean, the fact that they've got a lightning strike in the first place, you know your team must be doing well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be really interesting. But going back to the sniper rifles, obviously there's a really long channel along that left-hand side. You can actually see it in the image of cargo there. Are we going to be expecting to see a lot of them? I mean, is this a map where we're going to see the longer AR rifles, such as the M8 introduced, or do you think people are going to stick to the AN94?
I think a lot of the ARs will be using the M8s. I'd be really disappointed, actually, if I didn't see Mars with his sniper rifle. Yeah. One of the things that we did realise with the Swedes, they even ran two sniper rifles on some of their Search and Destroy maps. And whether that's because they're confident, or whether that, again, is because you have these new things like Overkill, you can bring out an SMG as well. There's nothing stopping you using a sniper rifle as well as an SMG. You know, I'm looking at the main stage right now. I'm just sat behind Realize and Beta, who are actually creating the classes. They're going through each class. They're changing all the classes, whether it's the option to use Dead Silence in Search and Destroy. You know, even that's been taken away by some players. Some people are opting out of that.
And I think something that's quite important to remember as well is, of course, this is pool play. This is the top 16 pool play. If you know, just let's take Farico Dragons, for example. If they lost every single game in their group, it just means that they get a lower seed going into the main tournament. They're still in the winner bracket. Yeah. So this is essentially a bit of a warm-up in a way. I mean, of course, it determines your seed, and the better seed you have, the better chance you have of doing well in the competition.
Is he using it?
Let's go on to him right now. Well, not to start with.
Maybe he'll use it on the defense. Maybe Maybe we'll... Oh, the host has ended the game. It's probably... It looks like the Swedish team haven't finished doing their classes. As you know, you only get 5 classes in this game. It's not 10 classes unlike some of the old Call of Duty titles. But with all the perks and the kill streaks, the score streaks, sorry, the attachments, all this kind of stuff, it's so important. You know, this game is, is on the line for obviously a better seed, whether it's, I think it's 10th, 11th kind of seed that they're playing for at the moment. But this can change your whole tournament. This will determine who you will play in open bracket. And
how would you say the score streaks vary from an objective game mode like Hardpoint or Capture the Flag to Search and Destroy? Does much change in that respect?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as you know, Hardpoint you'll respawn straight away, no doubt about it, and there's nothing really. The score streaks do implement obviously breaking the hard points, but with Search and Destroy, everyone knows you got 1 life and you don't want to die. So if you're getting a big missile on top of your head, that's not a good start, is it?
No, absolutely. So I think with Search and Destroy, it's a case of trying to get the earlier score streaks because they are more achievable. And as you say, just a single kill from one of them is so crucial. We're actually watching Marts, and here we go, just like you said, Momo, introducing the sniper rifle.
Really interesting that they've actually decided to go to B on this side. This is something you don't really see very often. Breakin's actually made a kill already, and you can see here the majority of them are on the left-hand side. The bomb's already pushed up, and Marts and his team need to back him up, but I think Marts is taking that step back because he does have this sniper rifle in his pocket.
Well, let's actually get on board with Breaking. He's the guy that picked up the kill earlier. He's in a really good position to actually support a bomb planter now, and they're not aware of his location, which is going to allow him to pick up 2 kills, make that 3. He's going for the ace all by himself, and the bomb is going down for TEC Sweden.
This is amazing play by Breaking. One of the things I would like to point out, look how many perks he's got on the right-hand side. That's incredible. He's got 5 perks running with this one gun. He's using them to his ability. No one can see him, and he's ran straight through. He's got his team obviously supporting him, but he's made 3 really important kills. He's got the bomb down. I mean, if you press the scoreboard, look at the points that they're racking up towards their score streaks already. We will see that shortly, obviously. Yeah,
I mean, we'll stay on board with Breaking for a second because I want you to talk us through these perks he's using and just explain the advantages, really, of actually bringing these out. So here we go, Breaking.
Okay, no problem at all. Do apologise about that. Breaking, yeah, as you said, the cold-blooded, the dead silence, that kind of the sneaky aspect of the thing, so no one can see him or hear him. But the lightweight and extreme conditioning combination obviously gets him up that map really quickly, and as you can see, he's in battle within 15 seconds of the round starting. Unfortunately, didn't pick up the kill, but he's in a strong position.
I think Breaking's role in this is almost like a suicide in a way, and that's not said in a bad way. It's just the case that he's literally getting as quick as he can through the map, as silently as he can, and he just wants to use the element of surprise to his advantage. There's a lot of TEC Sweden down. Let's look at DeSwee. He's the last person left for Sweden, manages to take out Legend, but realises there to answer the call for TEC UK, bringing the score to 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, these Search and Destroys, we've got obviously 2 really even teams. Look at that. Realize going for a really sneaky trick shot there.
That would have been very impressive. If
it would, but I think he knew with his teammates supporting him there, he'd picked him off, and just a few bullets left into him, and that's taking him down.
Okay, well, let's watch a bit of TEC UK then. We've seen Sweden and how they're playing throughout this Search and Destroy so far. And Legend being very vocal, actually. I don't know if there was a bit of a rivalry between him and Amaze during the Freako Dragons match, which was, by the way, incredibly close. That could have gone either way, right down to the wire. But, he's a very vocal player when he's playing. He is the Amaze of TEC UK. He boosts his team, he makes sure they're all on form, and he just really tries to hype them up because, generally speaking, a lot of players do play better when they are hyped up.
Indeed, yeah, as you say, very true. One of the things that you can work on is that you can feed on, is motivation. Obviously, within your team, you can get something going, the momentum's going, and you can obviously just pummel through the rounds if you like. One thing that I will say, as you can see here, Legend's in a strong position. He's constantly moving around. But I think they've realised that there was a strong push to B last time. I don't know whether they're actually doing it again here.
Well, let's have
they are indeed. Look how close those teammates are. 3 of the teammates all around B. That's the attacking team, yet they're getting pinned back. They're getting pushed into this corner. They might need to pick one off.
Look at this pincer. Yeah, absolutely. TEC UK are basically going to go in from all angles. Unfortunately, they're going one at a time. Whether that's going to pay off or not, I do not know, because DeSwee has managed to take out Bader. Moosey's trying to charge in there, takes out one, cannot follow up, and it's 2 against 1 for TEC Sweden now. Okay, let's have a look and see what Realize can do. I mean, he's on his own here, is against DeSwee and Kappa, who are top fragging for TEC Sweden. He's weak, he's in a lot of trouble, and he's in a world of pain, and that was never really going to happen. He did everything he could there, but he is 2-1 down now. TEC UK trailing not only on the score side of things, but look at the actual kills as soon as this round ends, we'll be able to see, because TEC Sweden just racking up so many kills so far.
Yeah, it's looking really really positive to the Swedish side. Even though they're a map down, they're coming out strong into this one, and they're kind of playing a bit of a different game than usual. They're pushing that B side, which, to be honest, from obviously streaming myself, I've not seen a lot of. Now, we're jumping on board with the TEC UK side for this one. So we're on board with Legend. It looks like they're obviously predominantly ARs at the moment. I don't know if anyone is actually using an SMG.
Let's have a quick flick through, see what's going on. I mean, Moose is down there. It's going to be hard to check. Vader, well, of course, we've got the sniper rifle from Mart, so going for long range, really. I mean, they are on defense at the end of the day, so there's no real reason to actually attack. Sorry, I do apologize. They are on attack. So, you know, they're just trying to take it slowly more than anything. As you can see, Vader was really trying to time his shot perfectly there. It didn't pay off for him, and his enemy actually eluded him, which is gonna mean there's only one person left alive, and it's Realize. And TEC UK just aren't looking all that strong on Search and Destroy.
Unfortunately now. Unfortunately, as you said, yeah, UK are looking a little bit obviously slacking. Maybe it's the Swedish stepping up their game in the Search and Destroy mode. You know, the UK team obviously just came out on top in the hard point, but this Swedish team have looked very, very strong throughout the whole group stage on Search and Destroy, and Destroy in particular using the laser sight, which is quite interesting to see as well.
Yeah, it's not something that seems to be used too much by players, nor does the grip. A lot of people actually say the grip does absolutely nothing. I don't know what your thoughts on that are. Yeah,
I mean, tests have been done and people have said like grips don't affect assault rifles at all, but you'll see some of the top players using grip and they just say, you know, it feels better. If that's what I want to use, I want to use it.
Absolutely.
Which, to be fair, if it works for them, it works for them. As you can see there, one of the things, Beta, he saw a grenade come in, it didn't phase him at all. He's got that flak jacket perk on, he knows it's not going to kill him, and he's just defending this A bomb site as we see now. It looks like he's just going to take out one, he sees another. Can he take out? He's put bullets into them at the moment, but he can't take him out, fortunately.
Yeah, well, it's got to be quick because, of course, time is ticking away, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, there needs to be a defuse. Let's actually flick over onto the TEC Swedish team. I'm on board with Capri, was on a 4-kill streak. Realize managed to end that, though. So if we flick over to Martz, just got to defend this now for a further 15 seconds, and they should have this one in the bag and extend it to 4-1.
It's not long at all, is it? Yeah, it looks like here. Desui takes out one, Legend takes out Desui. Is this a one-on-one?
Let's have a look.
There's only 5 seconds left. He's not even near the bomb. Yeah, he knows he's not he knows he can't do this unless he takes out that. Now, one thing I would like to say there, obviously very smart play from Desui, just hiding behind the thing, but people obviously can leave it a little bit too late. He could have killed him right at that last second, he could have taken it away, but it was well played by Desui, and you can see on the final kill cam here, him taking out Realize.
Yeah, I mean, flicking back over to that hardpoint game we just saw in Slums, the score difference actually ended up 27 points. It was 2-2-3 for TEC UK against 1-9-6 for TEC Sweden. Very, very close, but this Search and Destroy has been so one-sided. I want to watch a little bit of King Kappa because he's having an amazing game right now. He's on 4-2, not as many points as Desui, but all those points against his name, and the early snipe against Mooks is going to put his team in a really favourable position going into this defend.
Yeah, when you make a Search and Destroy play like that, you take your team in such an advantage. 4 versus 3, when you can make that pick at the very first start, it's incredibly obvious. He's just done it again. He's just taken it away. I've not even finished my sentence and breaking taken the whole round. It's 5-1 to TEC Sweden. This will hopefully, obviously, if they take this next round, that will take it to a 1-1 situation. Obviously, we're playing best of 5 here, so it's not over yet, obviously, for both teams, but it does look very promising for the Swedish team.
So we were actually speaking to Goosey before the game because, of course, Goosey being part of the management for TEC. It's a little bit of a difficult situation for him because, on one hand, he's happy. One of his teams going through, he's going to win, and one of them is going to have to lose, and we were asking who's going to be supporting, so he said, of course, it's going to be the UK side. And I suppose that's the only thing that the TEC organisation can do. I mean, when they're watching this, who do you think they're going to be wanting to win? It's difficult, isn't it?
It's kind of a win-win situation for them, but also in a weird kind of way, it's a lose-lose situation. But someone's going to come out on top eventually. But it looks like, I'd say, obviously, as you said, we were speaking to Goosey. He said he'll be supporting the UK team. Obviously, the Swedish have got their own fans themselves, but it's kind of a friendly battle in a way, isn't it? It's not something that, especially in pool play, is that much of a difference.
Well, King Kappa, once again, he's actually racked up a 3-kill streak here. He's going for the plant as well, and he's going to be on so many points after this.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter, though.
That's the end of that, and Martz takes him out. It's a very strong and convincing win from the Swedish side, obviously taking the Search and Destroy again. Martz actually picking up his first kills in the very last round, which was quite interesting, even though his team looking so strong. But one thing I would unfortunately have to say, it looks like myself will be playing very shortly. As you can see in the pools, I will be taking on TCM, so I'm just going to have to hand the mic over to I don't know if it's going to be another caster, whether it be Gucci or someone else, but I'm going to say farewell. It's been a pleasure commentating with yourself all, and obviously I wish you the best of luck and enjoy the stream.
Well, thanks for that, Phil, and I think it is Gucci who's going to be joining me. Yes, it is.
Apologies, I just saw that Phil's team was setting up there and thought I'd better come over and grab him. It looks as if Horizon are going to be facing off against Curse.
To begin with, yeah. I mean, it's going to be a really interesting pool like Gooch. We've got TCM, Prophecy and Curse, arguably the top 3 teams at this event. I don't want to rule out Freako Impact or Epsilon by any means, but I think they are the favourites. Horizon have somehow managed to sneak themselves into that top pool.
Yeah, well, the way it's worked is Momentum was actually on the roster with. Have you discussed this already?
We've not discussed it. No.
Okay. Momentum, of course, part of Horizon. Their team captain was on the roster with now Epsilon for the EGL Seeding Cup. Epsilon, of course, won that. So because Momentum was on the roster, he got the first seed. Also, they had Marky B, who was part of Dignitas, who placed 4th in the EGL Seeding Cup, and also Kyle. Part of Horizon was on TCM's roster for the Seeding Cup, I believe, because he was actually trialling at the time. That was before they picked up Excellence way back there. A few team changes happened in the process, but he started out those 3 players all started out the Seeding Cup on a different roster essentially. So the players get the points. It doesn't go to the team; it goes to the players, and so that's averaged out. And basically, they've all ended up with that 4th seed, which obviously quite fortunate for them, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a little bit controversial as well. I mean, even as part of Horizon myself, I'd say they're very fortunate to actually be in that position. You know, when you've got the likes of Freako Impact and Epsilon in attendance here, the way that it was all calculated, it was a mixture of the EGL8 placements, it was a mixture of the Seeding Cup and a mixture of opinions. So it has been done in a fair way, and this is just the way it's worked out. So from a Horizon point of view, of course, things are looking pretty good for them. But let's actually get back to